Why the rain, and the clouds too, and the clouds too? Why in the evening do you fall asleep in my bed? You fall asleep in my bed. These are some of the questions that Gjon's Tears asks in his song Répondez-moi. But maintenant, nous avons demandé some questions, honey. Do you like it? Should we review this?
Let's do this.
Yes, Gjon's Tears, Albanian-born singer, voice of France, Switzerland Eurovision 2020. He's been around the block. He is young, but he is seasoned, and he's come with what is, in my opinion, one of the best music videos of the year. Very stylish, very chic, very film noir, Jules et Jim, black and white, curious, intelligent, finely placed. In any case, Angus, what do you think of the song?
I absolutely love Répondez-moi. When I heard it, I actually burst out in shivers. I had like a full body like, oh, because just his voice is kind of so like eerie and ethereal and elegant and beautiful and punctuating, and the song just kind of soars and keeps soaring, and you just think there's one level, then there's another. And it really was one of the only songs this year when I heard it that I had that kind of deep-rooted feeling somewhere inside of you that says this could be the winner this year in Rotterdam. I just think it's such a high-quality song, beautiful use of the French language. It kind of shows, I think it almost in a way puts to shame France, certainly, in recent years, that kind of they have not made enough of it. I could see it having done extremely well with the juries. I think for the public, with the right staging, this could have performed very strongly as well. And I think the funny thing is he has this deep, serious, very kind of almost mournful song and kind of tone to his voice. And then, yeah, he pops up on Instagram Live and he's a ray of sunshine and full of joy and just, yeah, very kind of excited about going to the contest and keen and passionate. And I think back-to-back really strong submissions from Switzerland. I thought this was wonderful. And certainly it's at the top for me personally. And I also think, bless you, darling, it could have gone... I really think this could have won this year. I think Switzerland was gunning hard for the first win since Celine, really.
Pas de langue de bois, répondez-moi. Jonathan, qu'est-ce que tu penses?
I think when Duncan Lawrence won last year, a lot of us were sort of expecting, a number of sad boy entries with, emotional men singing songs. And I think of the ones we got, this is by far and away the best. There's real emotion here that cuts through the language barrier, even if you don't speak French. It took me a while to get behind Arcade, and I think I gave the lowest score in the Wiwi jury to Arcade last year. It wasn't, drastically low at all. But with this one, I've definitely got the emotion a lot more quickly. I definitely resonate it with a bit more. The music video is it's all in black and white. It's very grey and monochrome. Yet his voice has so many shades to it that gives this song texture and life, peaks and troughs. And I think this was definitely a really strong entry from Switzerland. One, they've really cracked the nail in their selection process because they've gone from high upbeat with Luca Hani last year to really emotive, and they've been able to do both of them pretty much perfectly. And I really like where Switzerland is going in the contest. I hope that they can keep this up and that they become, for the past decade or so, we would never expect Switzerland to consistently be aiming for a win. But hopefully this is a real turning point for them.
Pourquoi encore sans jamais s'arrêter, Devin?
A sort of, a ballad about self-questioning and migration issues set against a cinematic film noir background. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not getting the flashes of genius. I think his voice is excellent and is perhaps the strongest ingredient here. I do like his voice, and I think that his voice has, shades of magic, and particularly the final note where I wasn't even expecting. I thought the video had ended, and suddenly, it's wonderful. But it's not my kind of music, And I kind of feel that sometimes when people select, it's like Miguel van der Heide. I think that was the last time that Switzerland selected a song in French, The Golden Shower, they didn't make it to the final. You know what? This is okay. It's a good song. It's okay. I just think this is the problem. When you pack me in with Wiwi bloggers who are just lacing this with gaslight and kind of going, there shall be showers of blessing. I'm just okay. I'm just done. I'm like,
it's time to do.
Lacing with gaslight. I don't know. You compare this to Il Pleut de l'Or. That, A decade ago. B, cheap, tacky song with cheap, tackier staging. This is a different legal... Nobody's gaslighting. We get people can have subjective...
We did not review that when it was... there was no Wiwi jury anyway, back in those days. But if there was this set up, you would have been like... Anyway.
I would have been like, what, sorry? What would I have been
Get John's tears.
I don't think it's gaslighting. People have subjectivity. There's different tastes. I happen to really like it. You really don't. That's your own personal...
I think it's okay.
Je donne ma langue au chat. Listen, this is what I have to say. Gaslighting implies you're trying to change someone's reality to make them think their reality is not real. The fact is, the reality for many people is that Gjon's Tears is a potential winner of Eurovision 2020. That is a fact. That is a fact.
And that's on period.
And let me just put my 2 cents in here. When I read the lyrics in English, I'm like, meh. A series of questions, I don't like it. However, when it is in French, A, I don't necessarily know what he's saying, but B, it's so beautiful. See, it takes on a profundity. It goes from pop music to Jean-Paul Sartre set to a score, if you know what I'm saying. That's the beauty of French. I spent a summer in Paris in 2002. Shout out to République. Shout out to Oberkampf. In any case, I remember walking into this, it's like a pharmacy / convenience store, Monoprix, whatever.
Monoprix, yeah.
In French, it sounds amazing. Or, Tati d'Or. This little cheap shop where you buy cheap perfumes and bags, but it's Tati d'Or. Everything in French sounds better. Give me some Tati d'Or. So long story short, I think they've worked with their assets, which are his voice, which is amazing. He has that note. Jonathan in another video talked about the jury responding to a note. This is that jury note. But also it's more than the jury because people respond to it too. I think he's got 2 moments where things just really swell. It's perfectly timed, perfectly paced. It doesn't feel pretentious actually. The music video, I think if it had been shot with someone else or done slightly differently, it would have been pretentious and pompous, but it feels very sincere. It feels very sincere, and I think it showcases the music while at the same time being artistic, because oftentimes people will deliver an artistic music video, and you think it's like, I don't know, it's like visual masturbation. It's like, look at the art we can create. They're not doing that here. They're creating something that fits their product, so it's organic, it's lovely. Yeah. I've got to say, I think it's just absolutely wonderful, and I could have seen this winning. This is on my short list of potential winners, and it's well-deserved. I hope they can come back with something as strong next year, because when you set the bar so high, it can often be challenging the following year, but I have faith in the Swiss team. I'm not going to do a shout-out to Reto Parrots, who I adore, but I'm going to say thank you so much for this gift. You are amazing. Should we go around and give our scores out of 10 along with a justification? Starting with Angus.
I give this an 8.5 out of 10. I think it's really super, was up there as one of my potential winners of the year, and I do think it would have been in the top 3 in the final, if not perhaps on the top podium itself.
I gave this a 7.5 out of 10. I do think it's great. There are still a few songs that, for personal taste-wise, that I've put higher, but I think overall this is a great track, lots of emotion, and I think I could see this resonating with a lot of Europe and definitely gunning for a top spot.
I gave this a 6 out of 10. I think it's a decent effort. I think that it would definitely have qualified. I mean, he was on The Voice of Albania. He was on The Voice of France as well. And of course, he's known in Switzerland. So I think that qualification was not uncertain. I think that this would have qualified. Would it have won? I mean, it's not, it's not my kind of music. And whilst I do respect his voice, it could have been used better to my own preferred effect.
I've got to say, I think a 6 is actually, in the context of this video, that's a high score, because normally if someone dislikes a song as much as you do, the score would be lower. So that, to me, suggests the strength of the song, if you know what I'm saying. Listen, I assigned my score on a day I was in a bad mood. And if I could do things over again, I would elevate my score. But we were locked. Our consulting firm, Ernst & Young, our accountancy firm, rather.
Listen, nobody needs that diatribe. You just need to drop the score, commit to the score. None of this, if I could change my world all over again, I would walk in different footsteps.
You must do what is right.
Listen,
You must do what is
right.
y'all, my score is an 8. So this is still one of my picks of the year. I would have given this a significantly higher score if I could do it again. Yeah, it's wonderful. I just think it's so tasteful, so classy. In any case, we are not the only Wiwi bloggers. There are dozens of them all over this great earth, and they have also submitted scores. And when we take the overall average across Italy, France, Germany, Spain, Portugal, Colombia, Australia, United States of America, the overall average is 7.78. So knocking on an 8, that's very, very high. We always say any average above a 7 across all these different people, age groups, countries is very good. That's excellent. It's excellent.
Yeah. Again, super well deserved. I think this just shows, you bring quality, you get rewarded for it.
Yeah, absolutely. In any case, that's what we think. What do you think? Are you crying tears along with Gjon? Do you think Switzerland could have won Eurovision 2020? Is this your favorite music video of the year? Let us know here on Wiwi Vlogs.
Make sure to give the video a like in the comments below. Let us know what you think about Repondez-moi and hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video from Wiwi Blogs.
Follow us on social media at Wiwi Blogs over on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and check out the website, wiwiblogs.com.
And we will see you later.
Bye!